Good afternoon, it's Adam Woods with the weekly outlook on the 29th of June for the forex market. We're going to be looking at what I'm going to be trading, what sort of prices I'm going to be looking to get in at, and the currency pairs that I'm looking at as well. Okay, so we're going to start off with we've got the New Zealand dollar. I've got an alert. It's very early on Monday morning, about 2 a.m, but I'll be certainly looking at the market when it opens up and seeing what sort of price the New Zealand dollar, US dollar is. Currently at the moment, we're sat at about 8,778. I'd like that to pull back to 8,720 thereabouts. 50% retracement is about 8,728 on the current trend. If we can get that retracement, then I'll be looking to buy that currency pair, buy it again, back up to 8,810, around about that sort of level. Okay, so that's the first one. The next one we're going to look at on the calendar is the Canadian dollar. We've got the Canadian dollar GDP month on month, which is due out at 1:30 on Monday morning. Again, I'm looking for some pullback on this. We've had a breakthrough of some current support levels, which is around about the 10800 level, and then again further down it broke out at the 107 level. It's currently sat about 10664 when the market closed on Friday. I'll be looking for this to pull back to around about 107, 107.30, possibly 107.50. Okay, I'm going to be looking for sell positions hopefully before this GDP report comes out. It's going to be good. The Canadian dollar's good. It's strong at the moment. They're getting some good data out in Canada. But I am going to be cautious about how far I sell this down, because eventually monetary policy, the central bank is going to try and talk this Canadian dollar down a little bit, because it is vital for exports to have a cheaper currency. Okay, but at the moment, we're good for sales. We've just got to try and get those little pullbacks so we can get that price in. Tuesday morning, we've got the cash rate and the RBA rate statement. This is probably the most important one so far. Aussie dollar, US dollar, we're going to be looking at on this one. Again, it's quite high at the range at the moment. They have started to take a little bit more of a dovish tone when it comes to their interest rates. They did mention that the currency was historically high last time on their meeting. So I'm going to be looking for this to pull back now round the 9,300 level. I haven't said it hasn't finished going up, it hasn't finished spiking up just yet, but I will be taking sales from 9,450 up to 9,500. Okay, I'm going to be looking to sell that just before that RBA rate statement meeting. If they come out with a hawkish tone, then I'll be looking quickly to take that part, take any profits that I've got there, and then reverse it into buy trades. But I should imagine that we're going to come out of a slightly more dovish tone, and we're going to see this drop back down to the 9,330s, 9,300s, possibly even the 9,250s. Okay, so that's the Aussie dollar on Tuesday at 5:30 a.m. UK time. We've then got the 9:30. We've got the pound manufacturing PMI. Expected to be slightly worse than previous, but not by very much. So what I'm going to be looking for here is, again with the pound, I'm looking for spikes down below the 1,700 mark. Okay, the fair price on the pound at the moment is about 1,7000. Okay, after Mark Carney spoke, they've started to take a little bit more of a level tone with this now, talking about slow and easy interest rate hikes. So I'm looking for prices for pullbacks back below that 16,990 level, 16,950, 16,900. Okay, as further pullback that we can get, the better. So I'm going to be looking at things like the US dollar home sales at 3 o'clock on the Monday to try and give us those sort of pullbacks that we need. Okay, so I'll be looking to take buys, but it's got to be. But I'm not going to be taking buys above the 17,000 mark. It's got to be below that. Okay, so moving on, we've got ISM manufacturing PMI on the 3 o'clock as well on Tuesday. Again, US dollar alert. Looking for the same sort of reaction there, is to get that little boost on the US dollar, that we can get some pullbacks on some of the other currencies. Wednesday, okay, 2:30 a.m. we've got the Aussie dollar trade balance. Again, this is expected to be slightly worse than previous, and I think this is just going to add to that fuel. This is just going to bring this Aussie down that little bit further. It just needs to come back, I think, and start heading towards that 9,000 level. So any fuel into what happens on Tuesday morning to bring that Aussie down any further, then we'll be sticking with those sell trades for now. Okay, we've got at 9:30, we've got the pound construction PMI on Wednesday as well. Again, slightly worse report than previous, expected to come out. So again, we'll be looking for those pullbacks. Every time it pulls back to around about those that 16990 level, 16950. They're going to be looking for it to buy it back up for the rally up to 17,000. Okay, as we get it later on in the week, we're starting to come into some really heavy territory because we've got the non-farm payrolls, and we've got Governor Stephen speaks for the Aussie dollar on Thursday morning as well. How I'm going to be trading these non-farm payrolls and that sort of data as we get to sort of Thursday. They're all going to come out on Thursday this month because Friday's a bank holiday in the US. Okay, so we've got the ADP non-farm employment change. We've got that out Wednesday on the US dollar instead of Thursday at 1:15 p.m. And I'm going to be looking again. I'm going to be looking for that to use that US dollar to get these pullbacks that I need on these other currencies. Okay, anything that's going to weaken at the moment, anything that's going to cause weakness for the US dollar, we're going to see strength in the euro at the moment. Okay, there's some underlying factors on the euro which is causing it to go up at the moment. Currently in it for a sell at the moment because I was taking sales off 13650 last week. I'm quite happy to stick with that scenario, but I'm going to start reversing those trades around about 13550. Okay, and start taking buys on that. I think this is possibly, unless on Thursday the ECB press conference, which is out, unless they've got to make some imminent quantitative easing, i.e. they're going to announce negative interest rate cuts, or they're going to suddenly print loads and loads of money and put it into the economy, then this euro is going to start coming back up. The ECB just basically haven't done enough to get this economy kick-started, and people are just buying back the euro exactly like they did in November when they had the interest rate cut. Then, if you look back on your charts on November, you'll see drop in the chart, and then as soon as that interest rate cut had finished, people started buying back the euro, and exactly the same sort of thing is happening on the charts now. It's almost a reprint. So I'm assuming that's going to happen again at the moment. Okay, so Thursday, the Aussie dollar, again, RBA Governor Stevens speaks in the morning, so we'll be listening to what he has to say. Possibly won't be trading this just yet, just want to hear what he says, but hopefully I'll already be in the sell trade from earlier on in the week. We've also got the building approvals as well. Again, on the Aussie dollar, expected to be better, and retail sales as well, which is expected to be better. So at this point, we could start to see that Aussie dollar coming back up on what Governor Stevens talks about on Thursday morning at 2 a.m. Okay, as it comes, how am I going to trade the non-farm payroll? I guess a lot of people are going to be wondering. To be honest with you, I'm going to be waiting to see what the information comes out because we've got that ECB press conference at the same time. So I'm not going to be trading it before. I'm going to be looking to see what data comes out because we could be having a stronger euro, and we also could be having a weaker US dollar. And if that's the case, then this euro is looking to be going up, and that's why I'm looking at that 13550 level for taking buys. Okay, if it comes down to that level, or even 13520, which is the last support level after the interest rate cut, then I will possibly be taking buys before the alert. But if I haven't got that price, I'll be waiting to get those prices, hopefully on spikes during the alert or just after the alert. Okay, have a good week. Hopefully you can use the information to get some pips. If you scroll down the page on the website, you'll be able to see the written analysis as well for the coming week. If you're watching this on YouTube, then go to www.boafx.com and go to weekly analysis, and you can see all the written stuff there as well. Okay, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week.